Dana White just went crazy for this UFC Fight Night Qatar card. We got Arman Tsarukyan versus Dan Hooker in the main event. Arman is finally back, and he's got Dan Hooker in front of him. I'm so excited to see Dan Hooker get his shot at a #1 contenders fight. I literally cannot believe that Dan Hooker is in this position. And then we also got Bilal Muhammad taking on Ian Machado. Gary. Because he's a cuck, all right? He's a straight cuck. I don't know if I could say it, but, he is a straight cuck. But, listen, Bilal Muhammad versus Ian Garry, that fight is, so, high level, but also it's going to be very, very boring. And I was very, very stuck on this fight. I think this fight's going to be a very, very good fight. Bilal Muhammad, he's definitely going to get his wrestling going. He's definitely going to push the pace on Ian Garry. And I believe it's a 5-round co-main. So, assuming it's a 5-round co-main, Bilal Muhammad, he's gonna push the bloody pace on Ian Garry. All right, but Ian Garry, man, he is a very good grappler. He's proven to be a great grappler. That fight's gonna be insanely interesting. My mic is reaching on my neck there, but yeah, that fight's gonna be extremely interesting. I don't know how it's gonna play out. I'm definitely leaning towards Bilal early, but I'm extremely excited for this UFC Fight Night Qatar card. And then we look at Arman Tsarukyan versus Dan Hooker, and it's I'm definitely leaning Arman Tsarukyan. As badly as I want to say Dan Hooker by TKO. Dan Hooker by 4th round TKO. He's going to drown Arman Tsarukyan. He's going to stuff the takedowns in round 2, round 3, round 4, round 5, and he's going to knock out Arman. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know if that's really going to happen. I could definitely see Arman getting the takedowns early, and he starts slowing down late. Dan Hooker survives and just, TKOs him on the feet. It'd be an amazing sight to see Dan Hooker, still there in round 4 after Arman wrestles him for, the first 3 rounds. But I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen. I think that Arman Tsarukyan is probably going to TKO him by ground and pound in round 2 or round 3, and it's probably going to be really, really dominant. I think if Dan Hooker can survive past that round 2, round 3, I feel like Arman Tsarukyan, he's not going to have a Khamzat Chimaev kind of pace. He's going to push a pretty heavy pace on the ground, and he is going to gas out if Dan Hooker can survive the first 3 rounds. I don't think that he can, though. That's the thing. I do think that Arman Tsarukyan is going to get his grappling going, and he's going to ground and pound TKO Dan Hooker most likely. And Bilal Muhammad versus Ian Garry, that's a great fight, dude. That's a very, very high-level fight. I'm leaning Bilal Muhammad, and I think that he's just going to out-grapple Ian Garry and push a pace on him. I know that Ian Garry is a good grappler, but his striking is not... It looked, I was going to say it's not all that, but it did look really, really good against Prates. His striking against Shavkat, though, man, did not look very good. Prates might just be really one-dimensional. That might be the thing. That might be the reason why Ian Garry looked so good. Styles make fights, but Ian Garry did not look good against Shavkat on the feet. And I don't think he's going to be able to TKO Bilal Muhammad on the feet. Bilal Muhammad, he didn't get TKO by Leon Edwards. He didn't get TKO by Jack Della Maddalena. He didn't get TKO by... He did. I was going to say he did get TKO. I'm pretty sure he did get TKO by Vicente Luque. But recently, Bilal Muhammad, he's been surviving on the feet with these guys. So I do think that he's going to be able to survive on the feet with Ian Garry and wrestle him likely to a decision. So, yeah, these fights are absolutely insane. I'm so hyped for this card. This is going to be an absolutely insane fight night. UFC Fight Night Qatar. Dana stacked it. All right, of course he did. He always stacks those Saudi Arabia, type of cards, what I'm saying? The UFC Qatar, UFC Abu Dhabi, UFC Saudi Arabia, he's always going to stack them, but yeah, I'm super hyped for this fight night. These fights are absolutely insane. If you guys agree with me, if you guys disagree with me, comment down below, let me know. Like the video if you like the video, subscribe to my channel, and who's with me?